Hey, hey, hey. Time for another Out of This World episode from rSpace. Closure is knowing the reason a romantic relationship was terminated and no longer feeling emotional attachment or pain, thereby allowing for the establishment of new and healthy relationships. The devastation that comes from a breakup is thus not only caused by the partnership that is lost, but also by the lack of clarity about why the relationship was dissolved. Why does knowing the reason for a breakup matter so much? Let's dissect that today on rSpace. First up, is life like a box of chocolates, or is it a box full of all your ex's stuff? Someone help me, I'm losing my mind. Background: me, 30 male, her, 32 female, met 5 years ago. Been together for at least 3 of those years. The first 2 were spent just casually dating. I love this girl. We do have arguments a little more frequently lately, but that's because my insecurity lately. See, about a year ago, I was going through a death in the family and I wasn't able to be there for her. We decided to take a break for a few weeks, mutual decision, and for me to get my head on straight. We talked often during those weeks, nothing deep, as we wanted to give each other space. Weeks after we got back together, after I pressed, found out she started flirting with a coworker, went out a couple of times, went down on him too. She showed me the texts. We worked through it, but I've always felt insecure as they see each other every day. Recently, a few days ago, we had a fight. We'd made plans and she canceled the day of. Cool, right? So I say, okay. She has a habit of doing so last minute and it annoys me, but whatever. So later we talk. I ask how her day was, etc. She sends me a few pictures and I see a restaurant in the background. When we meet later, I ask her about who she was with and she doesn't exactly answer, but after taking it upon myself to look through her texts, I see a conversation with the same coworker talking about having lunch together at a very unique type of restaurant, the same that was in the background. I was so mad. I asked if it was him and she repeatedly said no. I left, went home. I woke up and saw it was blocked everywhere. I decided not to bother her as we both needed time to calm down. Today I decided to look at her Facebook through someone else's account. It says she's in a relationship. Coworker's account says the same. For context, when we were together, she never once put in a relationship. But I didn't care. It's only Facebook. Suddenly, her and a coworker who showed single are now both in relationships. I'm going crazy. I've messaged her friends and everyone she knows, who I do, but no one is responding. What do I do? I can't work, I can't eat or sleep. If she broke up with me, I'd be okay. But she just chose to do it in such a way. I need answers. I need someone to tell me what's going on. I feel like I'm starting to come off as a crazy person, but what am I supposed to do? Edit. Her friend just responded. She's dating the other guy. So yeah, 5 years gone. I've just blocked everyone she knows. I don't think I want to see anymore. Thanks, everyone. OP, I'm so sorry things went down this way. In a perfect world, she would have sat you down and told you exactly what was going on. Unfortunately, there's too much hurt in this world and people don't know how to properly communicate. Because of that, they avoid conversations and run. This doesn't make it right, but we can't control what other people do. I understand you're hurt from this. It sucks not being able to get closure. But what we can do is focus on what we can control. You're well on your way with blocking her and everyone she knows. The community has some thoughts too. Taking way too long starts us off. You say, if she broke up with me, I'd be okay. She did break up with you. She did it in a rude and hurtful way by ghosting you. Grieve the loss and move on. Once you are happily involved with another, she'll probably reappear to try and haunt your butt again. Don't let her back in, not even as a friend, because friends don't do that to each other. Jiu-jitsu is life, chimes in. This sounds like something a teenage girl would do. She is immature and childish. She might have helped you out by acting like this now. Leave her alone and her friends and family. If anyone decides to text back, tell them to F off. The OP replies, how do I just cut someone out I've relied on for support for 5 years? Before we dated and after, she was the person I confided in most. I talked to her almost every day. I know you're right, but how do I do this? I'm so restless right now. Blacksmith OK 4686 chimes in next. How do I just cut someone out I've relied on for support for 5 years? Just do it. Worry about you now by worrying about you later. You don't need an explanation to answer the question, why did she do this to us? It's simply, she wanted to do it and saw the chance. She didn't care about you or your relationship to any degree, and really is just hoping you disappear so she can continue to be selfish without consequence. As though cheaters could feel any consequence amidst the sound of their blastingly deafening self-centeredness. Update, a week later. Been over a week since I, 30 male, found out my ex-girlfriend and best friend of 5 years, 32 female, had been having a long-term affair with her coworker. She ghosted me when I found out. First things first, you people saved my life. I admit, I was having very dark thoughts during those first few days, and the words and sentiments of you Reddit folk helped me trudge along. You'll still come on to read your words when my resolve wavers. Blacksmith OK 4686, Batty Catty Hooligan, Cassie Lifts, Man of War. You guys saved my freaking life. Thank you. I finally told my family and friends. Some of them knew already, as our friend groups were sort of blended after 5 years. To say my mother was hurt was an understatement. She loved my ex. Thought I'd marry her. I'd taken your advice and just went completely silent. I purged my house of everything that reminded me of her, everything she got me or left here, packed it into boxes, and asked one of my friends to deliver it to one of hers. I wanted to be proactive. Couldn't sit still. When my friend got back, he told me he gave her friend an earful about how I'd been treated. I didn't ask him to. Apparently she was apologetic. She supposedly didn't know my ex cheated. Yeah, right. I think she just doesn't want to look bad now that it's coming out ex is a cheater. No way she didn't know, but whatever. Yesterday, a blank random Facebook pro messaged me. Hi, me. I got the stuff from Talia. I get you're probably mad at me. I get that I effed up by not breaking up sooner before things happened, but I think it's really cruel of you to tell people our business, even return things I got you as gifts. They were meant for you. There's no reason to be so ugly about everything. This is exactly why I did not say anything. I really think me just disappearing will help you move on faster. There's no reason for it. One day, I hoped we could both look back on our relationship fondly as something that helped us become better people. I hope you can reach that point in yourself. Ignored and blocked. She can F off. I've got my appetite back. I still have moments where I just can't help but break down, but I feel anger more than anything else. I'm burying myself in work, and most of my interactions with people involve a good deal of faking it, but I'll get there someday. What worries me is my anger. It's easier to just vent here. Here I won't get looked on with pity or tiptoed around. Thank you guys, for real. It sounds like she has yet to take responsibility for her actions, and she likely won't, OP. This is unfortunate as it leaves you with a lot of questions. Please know that you did nothing wrong in the relationship, and the relationship ending is not your fault. You are not being ugly, you're simply stating facts. You have your perspective of events, and she has hers. If it makes you feel better by giving things back, then so be it. She has one thing right. You will look back at the relationship and you will see how far you've come and how much you've grown. She had no right to treat you the way she did. You will emerge from this experience knowing yourself better and feeling stronger and wiser. What are some of the best ways you've gotten over a breakup? Have you felt like yourself again? Let us know in the comments below. Little Nibble did us a favor and did some translation on this Facebook message. Hi, me. I got the stuff from Talia. I get you're probably mad at me. I know you are, but you shouldn't be because I had reasons and you should just accept that. I get that I effed up by not breaking up sooner before things happened, but I think it's really cruel of you to tell people our business and even return things I got you as gifts. How dare you tell people that I cheated on you over and over for many months span. I was really hoping to preserve my image and control the narrative, and now people know I'm a cheating a-hole. They are meant for you. What the F am I supposed to do with them now? There is no reason to be so ugly about everything. I can't believe you are trying to hold me accountable when I had reasons and you should just accept them. This is exactly why I did not say anything. I'm a coward and didn't want to face the repercussions of my actions and didn't have the balls to have an open, honest, and mature discussion about how I felt before being a cheating a-hole. This was so much easier for me. I really think me just disappearing will help you move on faster. I really can't be bothered to deal with your emotions and pain and face my cheating a-hole ways. This is so much easier because I'm a coward. There's no reason for it. There's totally reasons for it, but I don't want to face them. One day, I hoped we could both look back on our relationship fondly as something that helped us become better people. I hoped you'd get over this because I have and wouldn't subject me to any ramifications of my actions. Oh, and I don't regret what I did, so there's that. I hope you can reach that point in yourself. I'm already over it, and you should be, but if you're not, it's your fault and there's something wrong with you. The OP responds, exactly this. It pissed me off to the point that I wanted to reply, but I realized that's probably what she wants. Best of Flex adds on, the fact that she reacted tells you she cares more about her reputation than hurt she caused you. Keep telling everyone that asks what happened. 19 Tired of It All throws in, that was a BS message she sent you. Many backhanded digs she took at you. You have some rough days ahead of you, but they'll become less and less as time goes on. Sounds like you have a few good friends that have your back. Lean on them for support. Terser78 chimes in. What a weak freaking apology. Sorry I cheated, but it was cruel of you to tell people? What the F is that? As if her actions will ever allow you to remember fond memories about her. She's tainted her entire 5 years. What a total idiot. And she's in her 30s? So begins a string of poor relationships for her since she doesn't own her behavior and instead plays the victim. This is about as best closure as you'll get that she isn't the woman you thought she was. Do the work to heal from the trauma she left you with and focus on healthier and happier relationships. Next, are you really best friends if you don't share your romantic partners? My girlfriend of almost 4 years cheated on me with my best friend. I'm so lost and have no idea what to do. My girlfriend moved out a few days ago saying, "We both need to work on ourselves," and took all of her things. Coincidentally, she left the same day as my friend who was staying with us. We've been friends for 7 years. I let him stay with us because we were all mutual friends before, and he's been unemployed. I gave him money, clothes, and a place to stay. Before today, I had no idea they had slept together multiple times. I spent the last couple of days trying to improve myself and apologizing for not being there. She spent the last few days saying she wants to work things out. I just need to do better, and she does too. Today, he FaceTimed me and came clean. He's saying I haven't been a good friend, and he did things to get revenge on me. And he's sorry and loves me. She is saying I pushed her to this point with my actions, and it's basically all my fault. I have been distant, but my mom has also been in the hospital, so it's been hard for me to be emotionally available. I've never cheated on her, I never hit her, and I tried so hard. Why do I still feel like the bad person here? I also never stopped her from leaving. That's what hurts the most. Why didn't she just leave? Other info. My age 22, her age 22, his age 20. I also have screenshots saved to explain better if anyone is interested. Edit. Thank you all so much. The feedback has been insanely helpful. Edit 2. They are both currently blocked on everything, including him on Xbox. I did message them longer than I should have because I was trying to get a good answer and justification. I have had them blocked since last night after saying what I needed to say. I have zero intention of ever letting them be even a slight part of my life ever again. Thank you guys. We have to do what's best for us, OP. You created boundaries in order to heal. Sometimes we don't always get the answers we want, and sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes there's no explanation for why people do what they do. A lot of things don't make sense. When you're going through the emotional ringer and dealing with major life changes, it's more important than ever to take care of yourself. The strain and upset of a major breakup can leave you psychologically and physically vulnerable. Treat yourself like you're getting over the flu. Get plenty of rest, minimize other sources of stress in your life, and reduce your workload if possible. Learning to take care of yourself can be one of the most valuable lessons you learn following a breakup. As you feel the emotions of your loss and begin learning from your experience, you can resolve to take better care of yourself and make positive choices going forward. The community wanted to chime in too, first with Incognito Throwaway 1A. I know you are upset, but this is better to know now than to find out after you're married with a kid. Forget about her and him. Move on. Fixer97 chimes in too. They both tried to push the blame on the cheating on you. That's how low their morals are. Move on and let the roaches have fun with themselves in the trash. Update. I made a post the day it went down with details if anyone is interested. It's been just over a month since everything happened. I've been no contact since the day I found out. I had to tell people to stop updating me because the details are gross. They have videos of them having sex already on there, and she's promoting it all over. She used to care about her image and was wary about what she posted because of her professional job. Now the link is in her main Instagram bio. She's actively seeing other guys besides him and is doing drugs and partying. I just can't get over how someone can do such a 180. We lived together for almost 4 years and had plans of being married. It seems like now she's just throwing her entire life away. I know I dodged a bullet, but it still hurts thinking that someone I held in such high regard is capable of doing this to someone who loved them. Anyone else dealt with an ex going off the rails after cheating? I'm trying to make sense of this. Acceptance is key to moving on after a breakup, OP. There's a lot in life that we can't make sense of. The best thing to do is accept that this chapter of your life has closed and tell yourself you'll be better off by moving on. While it's tempting to play the blame game after a breakup, it won't help you get over her. Whether you blame her or yourself, getting over and over hurtful scenarios only keeps you focused on negative emotions. But it's important to give yourself time to learn whatever the lessons the relationship presented and focus on a bright future of love and positive, healthy connections to come. Have you ever experienced an ex become someone you don't even recognize? Let us know in the comments below. What the F the Canuck chimes in from the community. You are fortunate. 2 pieces of garbage walked out of your life by their own accord. OP replies, that is true. In a way, I am thankful this happened, so I could see their true colors. On the other hand, it hurts that even after what they did, they're trying to get a rise out of me and doing hurtful things. Next thought from Okay, so what? She's in some sort of spiral. Steer clear, and I know it hurts, but you are so unbelievably fortunate that you managed to escape that relationship before it became difficult and she brought you down with her. Skidabob has a quick thought. Has either tried to reach out? Just don't be there when it all comes tumbling down. The OP replies, she tried to get a restraining order on me the day after I found out. I got it overturned easily. 2 days after our court date, she signed for a package of mine at the post office, stole a hoodie from it, and threw the rest of the package on my porch. She tried to flag me down while I saw her in traffic, but I kept driving. Other than that, there hasn't been any third-party attempt of contact from either, but I've heard she's making constant posts about me. And finally, from Average Joe 78, keep the no contact, no updates policy for both of them. They can't bring anything positive into your life, and you don't need this drama in your life. Focus on your healing, and becoming a better version of yourself is the only important thing now. Thank you for joining us today on rSpace. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Let us know what you thought of today's content in the comments below. See you next time.